Despite there are YouTubers who are promoting, giving away, or using expensive gear for YouTube, such as a high-end computer and setup, laptop, or even a camera, many would say you should stop or don't buy expensive gear for YouTube and also to get your job done because it's basically quite unnecessary. Which is true. Buying expensive gear is more like buying toys if you are not going to use most of its key features or take full advantage of it, especially in the long run, or sometimes you might also or just use it to show it off and impress it in front of everyone, which there is no point of showing it off or flexing it to other people as they don't care about what you have and what you're doing is just nonsense or you won't actually show it off. Now sure, it may be what you wanted to have due to its popular trend like accurate leaks, giveaways, what you searched, its price tag, or people you know are using it for their content or demonstrating it, featuring all the latest and greatest features, and they are saying having this particular gear, whether hardware or software based, can completely change your life in any way, shape, or form, or is worth buying. But in reality, scenarios like this is more like using Instagram or Twitter mindlessly when you do not know what you're doing and what type of consumer you are, giving you the fear of missing out in a lot of exciting things that you don't actually need. In other words, it's just material things that you do not need. It is not about how expensive your gear is. It's simply how good and interesting your content is. And if you want to be as good as big YouTubers, you can learn it yourself, which requires a lot of practice and patience. Fortunately, there are YouTubers or people who can help improve your channel and content in many ways depending on your niche. No, I am not saying you should go all cheap on buying gear because you'd regret it as much as I did when I bought my 6th generation iPad a few years ago instead of buying the 10.5-inch iPad Pro due to its performance. What I am saying here is, you should go quality over quantity. But if you are currently in a financial situation, what you have right now might already be enough for YouTube despite its hiccups. YouTubers like Ryan Trahan kinda recorded his Penny series using an iPhone and its quality isn't that bad. In fact, I mainly use two iPads, an iPhone 6, 8, or 12, which both aren't my phone by the way, and earpods for YouTube and to get my job done, especially with this video instead of using a DSLR camera. For example, the photo I took for this video's thumbnail was taken from an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and to go a bit further, I took my Twitter banner using the same iPhone with minor edits from Apple's built-in photo editing app instead of Photoshop, and took these two photos from an iPhone 6 with edits of course. For B-rolls, one was taken from an iPhone 12 Pro Max and the rest was taken from an iPhone 6. In other words, be creative. Use the gear you currently have for YouTube and or buy the gear you really need and maybe go as far as that can last for the next few years or so. Don't judge a book by its cover over its trend and pricing, as its specifications or not sponsored reviews might tell you if you should buy it or not. Go quality over quantity when buying gear, because by the end of the day, it gets your job done. So basically, there is no reason to buy expensive gear. While at it, you should also learn more about if Intel Macs are still worth buying or if you should buy the iPad or the MacBook. This is Euri from Euri Tech. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.